Ready when you are.
Dodge this!
Boba, get them! Nice and spicy! I'll protect us! Ouchie!
Cool it!
Let the show begin. Nice and spicy.
Dodge this!
Let's dance. Go, Barber. At the frying pan. It's
Freeze! Ha! Ah! Oh, so sorry. Ha! 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 Cool it! Ha! 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 Ha!
nice and spicy. Let the show begin. Boba, get them!
Are you here to play with me?
Nice and spicy.
The merrier.
Blink.
Let me amuse myself a
Boba,
little.
get them.
Who can I find who might amuse you?
Over here.
The more, the merrier. Let me amuse myself a little. Oh, now you've got me worked up.
Gotta keep trying.
The more, the
Nice and
merrier.
Over here.
Let me amuse myself a little.
Boba, get them. Blink.
Boring. The more, the merrier.
Blink.
You really know how to get me
Let the show
going.
begin.
The seasons shine longer.
What's the hurt? Ah, cool it!
Booba, get them! You're toast! Let's dance. Go, Barber, go!
Dodge this! Free! Dodge this!
The merrier. Over here.
Nice and spicy!
Blink.
Booba, get them! Let the show begin.
Oh, now you've got me worked up.
Nice and spicy!
Let me amuse myself. Boring. So fit. Over here. Who can I find him? Blink. Assassins shine.
Are you tired? Try my new the energy drink. I'm sure it'll wake you up.
So, Sucrose, the package you mentioned that you received before, it's not dangerous, is it? You need to be careful when you're opening packages. I once had a friend mail me. Once I opened it, oh, if your package contains anything like that, then maybe you should check.
No, this package didn't...
Oh, hey, you two. We're just talking about a strange package that Sucrose received.
A strange package? Yes. I believe it's from a Sumeru scholar who came here to study in Mondstadt. It's most likely a thank you gift for collaborating on some research together. Huh? A package from an academia scholar? Oh, then there could be anything. There wasn't anything dangerous inside. I think I've seen Timaeus with some similar looking cards before, so I came to ask him about what they might be.
You've seen me with some cards?
No, they didn't look like test cards.
Oh, you meant these? Huh.
No, never. Recently, I've been spending all my time up in the mountains working on cultivating pentatonic sweet flowers. Why? Is this an area of...
You could definitely say that it's trending, but not as an area of research. It's called Genius Invocation...
Genius Invocation TCG! Yeah, we've been hearing about this game all over the place. But this is the first time we didn't know it had made it all the way to Mondstadt. Must be pretty popular, huh?
That's right. The game's been catching on lately. The Yae publishing house, it starts with a young guy in Sumeru who finds an ancient casket of tomes in the attic. He opens it and discovers that the soul of an ancient TCG player called the It turns out that the Crocodile King was King Deshret's viceroy, who battled an opponent named the Ibis King. After being unexpectedly released by the kid, the Crocodile King possesses him.
Huh?
What's wrong, Sucrose? If you're interested in how the story plays out, I can lend you the novels.
No. I was just thinking about that time you requested...
Well, I did go through a phase recently where I wasn't putting enough focus on my work, but it's under control now. I've committed to not even touch...
Well, since it's a gift from a researcher I've collaborated with, I thought... Oh, right! And since it's a game from Sumeru, who knows? Playing it might even... Okay, fine. Paimon's curious. Although, it seems like we can't learn how to play it any...
Well, research, but if you'd like to learn the rules of Genius Invocation TCG, then I'd actually suggest you go to the Cat's Tail. Yep, that's the place. It's where everyone in the community goes to play when they have time. They gather there, trade cards. Trying to learn the rules can be intimidating.
Understood. Traveler? Paimon? To be honest, hearing Timaeus talking about the game... Well, what are we waiting for? Let's get going!
Welcome to the Cat's Tail. Ah, it's the Traveler and... Oh, and Sucrose the Alchemist. It's been... I'm afraid I've already told you before. Fur from the Cat's Tail staff is not for sale, no matter how much...
Don't worry, Margaret. We're not here for that research project I told you about last time.
Sucrose, what kind of experiment were you trying to do with the cat's tail?
I just wanted to test out some hypotheses, and I needed some materials. But, we can talk about that later. Actually, Margaret, we're here to learn more about Genius Invocation TC...
Ah, Genius Invocation TCG. We were just talking about that game. You see, more and more people have been gathering at the Cat's Tail to play.
Allow me to interpret. Prince says that the word customer is much...
My mistake. So it seems I haven't introduced you yet. This is...
I'm afraid I must correct you there, ma'am. Only Prince, the strongest and most formidable TCG... The average player is incapable of grasping the subtlety and sheer genius behind Prince's every play. And he has no choice but to...
Wow! Another guy you can...
How can you use such a crude word as animal to describe the one and only Prince? He is special. Oh? What's that? Shu Yen. In the eyes of the common folk, I look no different than any other ordinary cat. It's a natural mistake to make, and you shouldn't overreact.
It seems he really is capable of communicating with the cat.
Seriously, how can he get all of that from a simple meow?
It was the duels of Genius Invocation TCG that allowed our hearts to bond.
So, playing Genius Invocation...
Uh-huh. Anyway, if you'd like to know anything about Genius, though I'd love to explain more myself, it's time for my daily walk. I'll let Prince play a game with you and walk you through all the rules.
Just as a seasoned warrior can foresee the path of his opponent's sword, so too can I, as a TCG master, predict my opponent's every play. It would be improper to pit a newcomer to the art of the card against one such as myself.
Oh, Prince doesn't want to play with us, huh? Fine, then Prince doesn't have...
I'm sorry, but from the day I met the mighty card master Prince, I swore an oath that my hands would live solely to hold the cards and not to play them. I will never play...
If Prince is unwilling to play, then I guess we should look for an alternative.
Yeah, blah, blah, blah. What is it? I'm pretty busy. Why is it that every player that sets foot in here to play Genius Invocation TCG has to have a drink? Ugh! Seriously, games and drinks don't mix. Don't they get that? Ugh!
What can I say? As the tavern owner, I can't help but feel happy to hear this. Anyway, I see you've been working hard, so I thought you could use a break. So why not come over here and teach these customers?
Ha! Yeah. Oh, why are we letting all these loafers come in here to play Genius Invocation TCG anyway? You know, if drink sales keep going up like this, pretty soon Looks like my first step into strike.
My dear, you are quite mistaken. You said it yourself, a clear mind is necessary to win. Soon, their thirst Prince speaks the truth, Diona. Not only is the spread of Genius Invocation TCG no obstacle to your goal of destroying Mondstadt's alcohol industry.
Could it really?
Sure, why not? Alrighty then, our two customers are waiting to learn. Shuyan, let's put you on drink mixing duty for now.
But Shu Yen is destined for a far great...
Shuyan, drink mixing.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, all right. We'll need some space to learn. Okay, let's go through Yes? You should have built a deck. You know, a set of cards that meets the bare minimum requirement to play the game. What's with the blank stares? Come on. Don't tell me you came to learn Genius Invocation TCG without bringing any cards.
That's right. We have some cards that
Yeah. Okay, let me think. Oh, that reminds me. A few days ago, when I was closing up for the night, I noticed a customer had left a couple of character cards.
Are you sure that's...
It's already been a few days, and he still hasn't come back to claim them. Oh, okay, yeah, I got them here with me. You know, just in case the customer came looking for them. Yeah.
All right, so now we have 2 character cards. That's everything.
Yep. So, are you ready to start? All right, then let's begin. Welcome to the world of Genius Invocation TCG. Simply put, this is a game where you control character cards to duke it out with your opponent. Pew, pew, pew! Once you've defeated all of your opponent's character cards, victory shall be yours. Now then, you're gonna need a character on the field to start with.
Let's go.
First, we roll 8 elemental dice at the start of every round. These dice correspond to elemental energy. We'll be spending these dice to perform actions. Once the roll phase is over, you'll enter the action phase, where the real games start. During the action phase, you can spend elemental dice to perform various actions. Of course, the most common action is to use Not bad. You just made your first attack. During the action phase, both sides will take turns after you use a skill to attack your opponent. And as you can see, once the enemy finishes... Now, these are Omni-Element dice. They can be spent on any move regardless of the elemental type. So, we're gonna use them to pay for the pyro dice needed for this skill. Go on, give it a try. That was pretty good. That's one opponent down for the count. Bam! But the game has only just begun. Remember? As much as we'd like to attack again, in that case, let's end this. After you end round, you won't be able to do anything else this round. And once everyone chooses end round, we can move on to the next round. All right, here we are, a fresh new round. And a fresh new round means time to roll the dice again. That's how we're gonna get the elemental energy we need, after all. Ooh, that's some terrible luck. Well, there's no way we'll be able... But don't worry, situations like these are why once per round, you can select all the dice that you don't like and re-roll them. When the action phase begins, the player who first chose end round in the previous round, this means that since you finished first the last round, you'll be the first. Alrighty then, let's learn a little bit about energy and elemental bursts. Each time you use a skill, your character will gain 1 energy. Once Diluc's energy is full, he can use a powerful elemental burst. But never mind. Let's start with the... Diluc's normal attack only needs 1 pyro die and 2 other dice of any type. In any case... Now we have 3 energy, plus we have enough pyro elemental dice left over. It's time to use your In an actual game of Genius Invocation TCG, you need to use multiple character cards to form a party. Next up, it's time for your second character card. Oh, it seems like any move by Kai is gonna cost... When you deal cryo damage, you'll cause your target to be affected by cryo. opponent is affected by cryo. This is a good time to learn about different types of elemental damage. An elemental reaction will be at the moment your opponent is affected by cryo. Oh, that reminds me. Both sides must have one active character, while others are considered standby characters. Normally, we can only use the active character skills. Now, if we want to use the skills of our standby character, we'll have to switch. In this case, we'll have to switch to D-Luke in order to use his. You can spend one elemental die of any kind to switch a standby character to the active character.
Let's finish this, swiftly.
Switching characters is an action, just like using a skill. So once it's done, it's your opponent's turn. Most skills can only target the active character. As you can see, your opponent just attacked D-Luke. Alright then, now that D-Luke is our active character, because the opponent is already affected by cryo, dealing pyro damage, when triggered, melt increases this will allow you to deal loads of damage in one go! Genius Invocation's elemental reaction system is pretty cool, huh? Next up, let's learn how to use card types other than character cards. These cards are all known as each time a match starts, you have to draw 5 action cards to form your starting hand. Uh-oh. Looks like we don't have any elemental dice we can spend to make an attack. Seriously? We still don't have any usable dice even after that reroll? Well, never mind. Even in cases like this, we can still attack. Don't underestimate action cards. They can grant all kinds of support and buffs to your active character. So playing this action card will require 2 of these. See the symbol? Yeah, that means you'll need to play elemental dice of the same type. Some other cards will cost you these instead. The cost requirements for these are much more lenient. You can spend any kind of elemental dice. We'll cross that bridge when we get there, though. For now, just play this. So, playing an action card from your hand is a form of fast action. Fast actions do not end your current turn. Simply put, you can continue to act even after playing an action card. Well then. But wait, D-Luke's elemental skill costs 3 pyro dice, and right now, we don't need... Well, not a problem. This is where we can use a more advanced mechanic. By discarding 1 card from your hand, you can convert 1 elemental die into the element of your current active character. And this card isn't useful right now, so we might as well use it. times, you won't be able to perform any actions you want to because you didn't roll the elemental dice you wanted. Oh well. Moving on. Ingenious Invocation TCG. Keeping up a constant flow of combat is much more important. In this case, well, let's just take all these useless cards and just like playing cards from your hand. Elemental tuning is a fast action. Come on, hurry up! Use elemental tuning to get yourself 3 Well, would you look at that? Finally, we now have enough elemental... Because you have the white iron... Now comes the final part! Hoo-yeah! In a real match, you can make adjustments to your initial hand. At this time, we can select any number of cards in our hand to shuffle back into the draw pile, and then draw the same number of new cards. What? Once you have confirmed any adjustments you wish to make to your starting hand, both players have to select their starting active character at the same time. Oh boy, this one's a real doozy. Let's see how you do this time. Remember, start by selecting your initial starting character.
Let's finish this, swiftly.
Hey, look at you! You sure are getting the hang of these rolls. You can preview your opponent's actions. I mean, that is to say, you can read their intent. Check it out. So here's where you can see all your opponent's intentions for this round. All your opponent's intended actions for the round will be listed here in order. Reference this to come up with effective countermeasures and easily defeat your opponents. Well then, that's the end of the tutorial. You're on your own from here. May victory be yours!
This will be interesting. Cool it!
Wait. There's one more thing I almost forgot. Every time you hit an end phase, you get to draw 2 cards from your action cards pile. Remember, you have to make use of both your elemental dice and your action cards to win.
This moment will be frozen in time. What we just played was an adventure challenge designed. Genius Invocation TCG can be played in duel mode, where each player brings 3 character cards, or in adventure challenge mode, with a fixed deck for each challenge. But the rules are all the same, as long as you understand.
Although I feel there are still many details to grasp, I think I understand.
That was quite the detailed explanation.
What? Oh!
I stepped in while you were in the middle of your explanation. I hope I didn't dampen the mood.
You snuck in without making a sense. Anyway.
The Cat's Tail is a player in Mondstadt's alcohol industry. Naturally, I'm here today to discuss a few items.
Too bad she just left. But if you head off right now,
Never mind, it's nothing urgent. In fact, I think I'm now more interested.
Wait! This card? It's Diluc's character card!
Although I have some degree of experience with Genius Invocation TCG, seeing this particular...
A customer left it behind a few days ago, but he wasn't even...
Oh? And what...
He wasn't wearing an eye patch, okay?
He had a light complexion and a super serious look on his face. He wasn't much of a talker and looked like he was just...
Eye patch, you say?
Gah! I was trying to give the opposite description, but I just...
Don't worry. Somehow, I don't think...
So, what about the Diluc character card?
I don't mind. It's just a card with my image on it.
I didn't expect Diluc to be familiar with Genius Invocation.
The game has been catching on lately. It's hard to go anywhere without hearing it mentioned. Every now and then, I was hoping we could play a game, but this issue of someone leaving a it's getting late, and someone has some explaining to do. Good. Then I'll take my leave.
You know where the door is. Uh-oh. Guard captain.
I hope Kaya will be all right. Well, now that we are familiar with the rules,
Ooh, tuna. But in order to play an official duel, remember, a complete deck has to have 3 character cards and 30
then let's use my cards. These were mixed in with all the others I had received. And I didn't know what they were for at first. Now, it looks like we each have the Kaya, Diluc, and Sucrose character. All right.
Unlike the adventure challenge you tried in a duel, your opponent can also use action cards at the same time.
Let's go.
to make... Darn. I didn't factor that into the equation.
This?
Where did I go wrong?
Oh, I wasn't expecting that. I want to help.
test
Don't
6308.
push your luck.
Let's finish this, swiftly.
Cool it! Don't push your luck. I'm not done.
I can't believe I lost when we had the exact... Every decision is a difficult trade-off in this game. If there was only a way to transplant the arms of the two...
That's not how the rules work, Sucrose. Don't be a sore loser. That kind of thing.
Oh, I am sorry. I was beaten, but it was a fun match.
Paimon didn't know you could get so
I always get a little... It's like that with my research, too. It always gets to me when my experiments don't go as planned. Especially when there's an alchemy...
You lost me at alchemy and experiments. But playing cards is no different. Each game you lose makes you want to win the next one to settle the score. And the desire to win pushes you to seizing victory through a winning combination of luck, skill, and
But what if you...
A losing streak, yeah. That'll definitely get you down. But it's way better to keep trying until you win than to just...
You make a good point.
Besides, Sucrose, you're already making great progress. It'd take at least 8 of our regular booze hounds to match your level. You played well this last match.
Thank you. I'm just a little disappointed to lose, that's all.
Good! Having fun is the main thing. If you ever want to play again in the future, feel free to come by the Cat's Tail. But don't expect me to play with you. I just mean...
I'll definitely...
All right. I think you should have all the basics down by now. I need to get back to bartending. Shian's likely been busy making his tavern more popular with his delicious cocktails. Pui. Huh. Burning Mondstadt's wine industry to the ground keeps me pretty busy, you know. So if you need any more help...
I see. So you have now grasped the...
That's right! The Travelers, Sucrose, and Paimon are... Paimon?
Becoming a TCG player is not as simple... Sobering words from Prince there. But I'm afraid he's right. To become official players recognized by the Genius Invocation TCG system... Yes, basically. To become an official and recognized TCG player, you...
So, you have to win 3 duels against 3 different
I agree. Although I didn't get to observe the match myself, I did listen along. And from what I could hear, you both...
Same way you can hear what Prince said?
A well-trained ear is a basic skill expected of anyone hoping to become a TCG master. But back to the matter at hand. The Traveler. Oh, Sucrose, you may have lost the last duel, but don't be disheartened. I can assure. But first things first, Shuyen. Before that. Ah, yes, my goodness. Completely slipped my mind. I'm lucky to have Prince here to remind me. Everyone who wants to start playing Genius Invocation TC.
Oh, Timaeus mentioned it, didn't he? It was from the light novels he's been reading. The thing that...
Oh, that's right! The soul of an ancient tea. So the casket of
Well, actually, all card cases in Genius Invocation TCG are called caskets of...
Oh! Hi, Monkey, guess what you're gonna say next? The reason they can sense each other is because they have the souls of ancient tea.
That would mean an extraordinarily high number of people in history have been turned into disembodied souls as a consequence of playing...
Darn! What a letdown. Alright, now let's see this casket of...
All caskets of tomes are issued by Mark, probably for the best. If Prince and I were responsible for handing them out, knowing how eager we both are to promote the game, we'd Okay, so go and see Margaret to claim your casket of tomes, use it to find another player, beat them in a duel, and then come back here.
But even for the Traveler, that's only 2 wins in total. What about the last one?
I shall choose the final contestant. He must be... Excellent plan, Prince.
Hello, you three. Has little... Ah! I see you're here for your casket of tomes.
So this is a casket of tomes.
That's right. A purpose-built case for your card deck that can even detect when someone else nearby is carrying one.
Yeah, well, even the most fun game is pretty long.
True. So I'm glad that these customers, TCG players, you're not wrong. But that's secondary. The important thing to me is the opportunity for like-minded people to come together and enjoy their favorite hobby.
All right. In that case, I'll go find some people to play against too. Let's meet back at the Cat's Tail in a while. Thanks.
I'm sorry. Is there anything I can...
We want to become official Genius Invocation TCG players!
Oh, I see. I see you're serious about this. Very well. As a fellow T... So be it. Then let the duel...
Let's go.
I want to help. Animal test 6308.
Let's go.
Gosh, I lost. Let's play again when you have some time.
We did it! Now we have 2 victories under our belt. Let's get back to the cat's tail. Paimon wonders who Prince is gonna pick as our final contestant.
I sensed that he had what it took to become an official TCG player. Defeat the opponent I have arranged for you, and you shall become not just prince. I can't wait either.
He won't lose to them, whoever it is. Right, Traveler?
What ho, fellow voyager of the stellar void. Yes, even I was briefly discountenanced when I heard the tidings of your sworn oath to become the thrice victorious. But step forth, O brave challenger. Your princessin grants you an audience. Hearken well. The
Pardon my directness, but we have not been waiting that long. Main Fräulein could have...
Huh? Paimon?
Your opponent that's what Prince said.
Princessin. For, as the name of this hallowed rite suggests, only when the wisest of heroes is summoned can This path is a treacherous one. It must be tread with That is why none is more suited to appear. Oh!
Indeed. Main Fräulein has watched many games of Genius Invocation TCG, and has gained a solid grasp.
Oh, that's true. This makes sense now. Prince did say that he...
The princessin needed but a single glance at these mere machinations of mankind to discern their working.
Main Fräulein, too, has bested 2 opponents thus far, and is there...
So there's a lot on the line, huh? Either Fischl or the Trap...
Indeed.
The princessin herself heeds the call of fate and descends to this realm from...
Main Fräulein, I implore you to...
What? What say you, Outlander? Do you wish to make an enemy of me, the Princessin de Beertelung, who even now... Then I say...
Let's go.
I can do it. Absorption test. Absorption test. Enhanced Animal Module 75.
Let's finish this, swiftly.
Couldn't break. This is but a small sacrifice necessary to achieve ultimate victory.
Cool it!
Retribution! I'm not done.
What happened? Oz, with lightning twixt upper and lower mandible, strike thy pointy beak into this obstacle and remove it from my path!
Main Fräulein, I cannot simply attack the Traveler.
I can do it. Absorption test. I summon thee!
This will be interesting. One shall descend once again. Impossible! Ugh, the Traveler was even...
What a truly ingenious plot.
Congratulations! You've won 3 duels now. That makes you an official...
Yeah!
Oh, yep. I've won 2 games so far. When I got back, I heard you were in the middle of your final...
Nice! Sucrose won...
It seems I am forced to admit, fellow voyager of the stellar to commemorate your glorious ascent to a battlefield beyond this lowly mortal realm. I grant thee an incarnation of my majesty in miniature.
Main Fräulein wishes to give you a Main Fräulein
Wow! It's Fischl's character card!
'Tis a mere token of such. To the victor of... Oh, excuse me, ma'am. I am also a beginner who has won 2 games. Nothing would delight me more. I hereby grant... One other thing. When I got back, Prince and Shuyan said there was something they needed to give you. If you managed to become an official TCG...
No card game in the world has a card like that! Let's go get it!
With 3 electro dice, I...
Ah, so it was you who won the Very well done. The first thing all new official TCG players receive. This handbook tells you exactly what you need to do to become a top. Secondly, a range of Genius Invocation merchandise is now available for you to purchase here at the Cat's Tail. And thirdly, whenever you wish to play a game with a friend, you can use the invitation board there. Whoever you wish to duel against, simply invite... Yes, it's right by the bar counter. Once you get the hang of it, you can play with your friends whenever you want. That's it, really. If there's anything else you didn't quite understand, you can always come... Yes, indeed, I'm quite sure they will. Oh, sorry, I forgot to translate for you. Hope you have fun playing Genius Invocation TCG.